Hello students, welcome back to the Python series. We were discussing about the data file handling in Python. In this video, let's learn about how we can read data from a file. For reading data from a file, we have three functions: read function, readline function and readlines functions. This read function can be used in two ways. If we are using this read function without any argument, we can read the entire data from a file. That means entire content from the file will be read using this read function without any argument. And the reading starts from the cursor point where the file pointer is, from there till the end of file. Then if we are using this read function with a numeric value, that is n, which shows the number of bytes, that means number of characters we are going to read. If we are specifying that, it will read that much characters from the cursor point. Then the read line function read only one line from the cursor point. Then read lines read all the lines from the file into a list. Now let's see each of these functions one by one. Let's see the read function with argument and without argument. You can specify the size if you want to read that much characters from the file. If you are not specifying the size, or you are giving a negative value, the entire content of the file will be read. Look at the syntax: file pointer dot read, or file pointer, that file object dot read. Within the bracket you can supply the size, how many bytes or how many characters you need from the file. Now look at this sample program. Here we are opening, we have already a file called the pom.txt. We want to read from that file. So here we have used a file pointer called f. Then using the open method, we are opening the file pom.txt. Then the purpose is read, so R is used. We are reading the file. The entire content of that file is read to the object data. The entire content is there now in data. Then we are just printing that data. The file contains these lines, and look at the output. You will, after running this program, you will get this as the output. The entire content is displayed to the output. Now let's see the second form of read function, read with size. So this method with size will take that much characters from the file. The same file is read here. It is open for the read purpose, and look at the read with the number of bytes, that is 10 I have given. So I am born, so I 1 space 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and the space. So it will output, when we output this data, when we print this data, you will get till this I am born, then a space. So 10 characters we need displayed using this read with size. Now let's see the read line. Read line reads a single line, so it is returning it as a string. Then if you want to read one by one, first read the first line, then the second line, like that. Definitely there is a end of line character, that is /n after each line. So it will read up to that /n. Then when it reaches the end of file, this readline will not return anything, that returns an empty string. At that time you can stop looping. So look at this program. The same file pom.txt is opened, and using the readline function I am reading the first line and displaying that. So I am born with potential is displayed. Now again the readline function used and displaying the second line. So I am born with goodness and trust, that is displayed. But you can see a gap here, because there is already a slash in the file. Then extra print is also display it in a new line. So two slashes comes there. So to avoid that, you can use this end argument along with this print if you don't want that gap there. Now let's see the read lines. This read lines reads the entire content of the file. So each line is separated by slash n. But if it is a big file, it may affect your memory. So be careful about reading big files. Let's see this example program. We have used the same pom.txt. This is our file, and we are reading the entire content by using read lines. Then we are printing the data. The read lines read the entire content to a list. So look at the output what we have got. It is enclosed within the entire content is enclosed within this square bracket. That means it is a list. The data is outputted as a list. So that's all about reading data from a file. We have three functions. One can be used in two ways. All these are mentioned here. Please go through it, do the sample programs, study well. Thank you.